Hey, it is really cold out here. Um, it's become very evident that my time out here is becoming increasingly short because of how cold it is. So, getting this machine up and running faster is more important. So, yeah. Um, holy shit, I am cold. So, when we left off, we were working on the electronics. Um, so that's where we'll be picking back up. Um, I'm under 3 layers of clothing right now. This is just cold. It is just really cold. So I have that going for me. Anyway, um, let's get into this, I guess. I reprinted a few of my brackets here. Um, because we had an issue the other time with the ones I printed. Um, I redid them and they came out a lot stronger, so that's good. I just told the printer to go slower and it did fine. So if for whatever reason the current bracket I have for this unit breaks again, then hey, I got even better ones I can put onto it. So that's good. That's good. It is so cold. I need like an industrial room heater just to stay warm. Okay, so wiring, wiring. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna just look up LDO's 2.4 guide. I have not been following that yet. I've been following someone else who's been assembling an LDO kit, but um, yeah. Bing search? No, I want to fucking Google. Fuck you. What the fuck, Vivaldi? Why are you doing me dirty like this? Search engine. Google. Yes, I know it tracks my data. Do I care? No. 2.4. Oh. Oh, look at that. See, Google does listen to me when it really shouldn't. Because right here, revision A, LDO kit wiring guide. That is exactly what I need. Exactly what I need. Okay. Oh man, this is phenomenal. This is way better than what I was doing. It actually has fucking like labels and shit. Okay, so I connected the hot end fans. What? Hot end thermistor goes there? Yeah, I did that right. Hot end heater goes there. X end stop unused. Okay. And inductive slash clicky probe was there. Okay. Already did the Z end stop jazz. Yay. Our kit comes with a small strip of fiberglass tape. This tape will be used to insulate the Z probe from radiative heat from the hot end. Oh, Oh, well, shit. I didn't put that on at all. I'll get to that. Oh, it tells me how to route the LED strips. That's nice. I'm not sure if I want to do that yet. I would do other stuff first. Okay, well, alright. So these are for LEDs. Cool. Makes my life easier. Okay. Already did that. Already did that. Okay, prepare the controller. Do not change the voltage selected jumpers from what is shown, 24 volts, for the tool head fans. Mixing voltages will cause damage to the Octopus controller. So what is it set to? Let's have a look. I'm gonna unplug that. Okay. Uh, uh, what am I looking at? Everything looks to be the same. Yeah, everything's the same. So we're good. Okay. No worries there. Already installed the DIN rails. Oh man, I'm tired and cold. Okay, put that back. See here. Make sure to install the LED module first before placing the bottom duct. Adjust the DIN rails as needed. There's enough space to fit the bottom duct. I guess they're talking about that. Okay. Install the electronic components as shown in the picture below. Make sure that place the SSR as close to the top of the DIN rail as possible. And place the UK2N terminals close to the SR. Refer to UK 2.5 terminal guide for installation. Okay. So let's go ahead and open that in a new tab. Okay. By convention, we recommend using red terminals for live/hot circuits and blue terminals for neutral circuits. Okay. Earth terminals are, oh, so you're Earth. Okay. Cool. Oh, I was. It's a good thing I'm going back through this, because there are steps of which I have missed. And it would have been extremely bad if I attempted to turn the machine on with the missing steps. So we're going to backtrack here and fix those mistakes. So one of those mistakes being these terminals here. So we got to undo them. Ooh, that's gonna be tricky. Let's take you off first. Just kind of let you dangle there. Now let's focus on you. Oh yeah, you're flipped. You're flat. Rather. Woo! Cold, cold. What is it? There it is. I could go for a motherfucking hot chocolate right now. That just sounds so nice. That's out. Come on. Don't be like that. Go. That's out. Okay. So it looks like I should just be able to completely lose the screw there. Ugh. Looks like I should just be able to, there we go. Yeah, that just comes right off. Should be able to do that for all of them. Look at that. That was easy. Okay, so I did these completely wrong. I was supposed to put these little things on them. Didn't. So now, go back and do that. So to make an electrical connection between the two terminals, use the center column jumpers. Use a needle nose plier to bend and cut the terminals to the correct length. Okay, so these are meant to be bridges. Okay, oh, I see how that works. Okay. Okay. So I'm not meant to do it the way I did here. That makes sense to me. Right, so we slide that in instead. Just like that. Okay. Oh, look at that. That's one unit. Fancy. Fancy, fancy. I gotta cut this in half. So you have needle nose pliers. Do I have needle nose? There's somewhere I have needle nose. Yeah, these work. These are definitely needle nose. Look at these motherfuckers. Ah, I'll stab you with them. Yeah. Oh, wow, that came off extremely easily. I don't know why I expected that to be way harder than it was. Okay. But I want to cut off that little nibbin there so I don't actually create a short somewhere. Grab something sharp here. Oh. Alright, looks like I just got to deal with that. That's okay. That's fine. Ew. Yeah. Now, we take that screw. Oh, oh, Jesus, I'm dropping everything today. Okay. That terminal's on there. I'll take the other one and paint little happy little clown. So now, this is one unit rather than two independent units. So if I plug, one thing into one side, it'll be powered on all terminals. So that, okay, that works. That works. I have no problems with that. No problems whatsoever. It's easy. Okay, put that aside. These guys don't need to have that jumper because they just connect directly to the DIN rail. That acts as the ground. These guys, they don't. So we gotta take their screw back out. Okay. Go ahead and take these. Go ahead and screw them in. All right, here we go. Spin that out. Then we put the protective cover on. All right, so those are done. Okay. Oh, so those are end blocks. So these are important. These are important. These are just plastic dividers. That's what they are. Yeah. I have two of them. Only sold one. Here's the one. All right. So we want to put these on either side of the whole assembly to prevent any short circuits. So, as per our instructions here, it looks like what we want to do is this. Yeah, okay. So we'll slide that all up against here. See, no, we're going to move everything down. So first things first, we're going to take this. We're going to put it back on. Now, that wire right there is pretty taut, so we're leaving that alone. I'm not touching that. So we're going to go ahead and put this on. Hold on. Can everything fit with that on there? Hold up a minute. I'm going to loosely place these down. Now again, these are ground, so I'm not that concerned. Mm. Yeah, okay. So we will not be putting this other clip on because I don't actually have enough space. But we will put the rest of these on. Okay. How do these go on again? They're like this, and then, yeah, we screw them in. Right. Okay. So push that up against there. Do the same for that. Let's push them up against each other. Swap this out from floppy. Loosen that up a bit more. Uh-uh. Let me upgrade that from a tiny flathead to a big. There we go. Go back at that. That's not on there. What the fuck? Oh, what the hell? Oh shit, this completely broke apart. Oh no. Oh shit. Well, that's not good. Okay. Apparently that just comes apart. Okay, you are meant to be on the other side. Okay. That back in. Got this little bracket here. Ooh. Okay, so what happened here is this assembly kind of fell apart. So it is in literal pieces right now. Get over here. You'll see it. So it is in little pieces right now, right here. I'm trying to put it back together. I don't know where I would even source this to try and buy a different one if I had to. So I'm going to try and recover this to the best of my ability here. So that goes like that. Now I gotta slide this piece into there without it falling. You gotta line up the threads too. Already failed. It's great. Use these needles. Okay. Try this again. Okay. So gotta get it into there. Okay. Got it. How to get it into here without completely fucking this up. That's the hard part. Let's remove this assembly. This assembly looks like it's far easier to put back together. Okay. Now take these terminals, put them back. That. Slide it between there. I really wish I could give you like a better fucking look at this, but it's so fucking complicated. And like it is just not in focus at all. So like this is all you're getting. I'm sorry. But boy. So we put that back into there. Take the other side. Do the same thing. So now we got I thought there was a retaining screw on it. It's not. Luckily it's right there. I got it. Okay. Careful. Put this back through. It had a washer on it. The washer's gone. Gotta look for that. Found it. It's nice down here with the foot warmer. Man, can I just stay down there the rest of the day? Okay. Found this tiny little washer. Put that back on. Okay. Take this assembly and flip it over. There we go. That's back together now. Take this little barrel, slide that on. Bada bing, bada boom. Then push that back up. That back on. Slide those fuckers down. Now, gently screw this back together. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. One small problem. Leave. Nope. Okay, apparently that's not a problem. It's just how it is. So now let's go ahead. Slide this back where they belong. Now, this whole assembly should be good. So if I screw that, That should retighten. There we go. I fixed it. Okay, so now move you back. Whee! Have fun? Okay. So now we take this. I mean, first make sure this one's not fucked up. Because if this one's fucked up, then that's just not good. Okay. Seems like this one fell on the ground because I'm an idiot. This one looks like it's also okay. I just actually have to clip it on. Almost had that one fall apart too, but I fixed it. Set up with there, and now gingerly screw it back together. Okay. Now that ain't going anywhere. Perfect. Look at that, we absolutely fixed it. Well, that's not the one we fixed originally. This one is. But that one almost turned into this. So, ultimate test. Pop that on. Put a finger there to make sure it doesn't come apart. I reassembled it backwards. It doesn't matter. What matters is I actually fucking clipped the thing. Okay. Go, come on. Did I put something on wrong? Well, that's just not clipping. Dude, why are you tripping? There we go. Those are good. We got grounds. We're solid. Okay. Now we'll also slap this back on. There we go. Look at that. That's beautiful. And now those are assembled correctly because they weren't before. That would have been a problem. All right, so we're looking at this, and oh, everything's not right. Everything is wrong. Fuck. Everything is wrong. What do I mean by everything's wrong? So here's the back. Oval right here. All of these are supposed to be rotated 90 degrees counterclockwise to where they currently are. Or sorry, yeah, pretty much. Fuck, okay. Not that big of an issue. I can still work with this. Um, No, I'm undoing it. I am redoing all of this. God damn it. Luckily, it's not that difficult to redo. Luckily. This is in the right place. This is good. So I did good on that. Come on, where's the fucking clip for this? Uh-oh. There we go. You just let that dangle. Yeah, that's fine. Now, let's see if I can actually remove these without causing major damage. Causing major damage. 3M, why you gotta be so good at your fucking adhesive shit, huh? Why does that have to be your business thing? Why couldn't you make fucking, I don't know, silly putty? Fuck, that one part here is like really adhered. Oh. That didn't. That wasn't good. That was bad. That was bad. That's damaged a lot of shit doing that. Of course, it comes off like it's fucking nothing. It just comes off like it's command strips. Okay. So, maybe the trick is to pull up one side. Okay, this one. Okay. Okay. So we got it up on one side. We can use the needle nose to grab the adhesive and just start pulling. All right, progress, progress. You know what works better? Oh, not doing that. Not knocking over your entire Voron 2.4 build. It can cost you over $1,000 to fix all the shit you break. Ow. So much adhesive I just fucking wasted. I think the worst part is that there's no way for me to reuse this. If I don't have enough, I'm gonna have to buy more. I don't know if this adhesive is called for in any other part of this build. So I just probably fucked myself over by completely installing these wrong. I cannot believe I've done this. Ugh. Now it's a fucking cry of shame when you have to get the fucking adhesive off here. Because it's made by 3M, this shit is fucking on there. Okay. Now for the last one. Look at that. There we go. That one actually came up a lot easier than the others. Thank God. It left more goop than the others, but that's coming off really easy. Okay. Miles of adhesive later. We're done. Oh, wait. I forgot this. Come on, you son of a bitch. Did I fuck this up? No. I was following a different guide entirely, a completely different guide. I was following uh a Canadian YouTuber. I'm forgetting the name. I've given him a shout out already a few times in previous streams. Maple Leaf Makers. That's what they are. I've been following their video guide, and they made this mistake. They made the same mistake. So we have to rotate these 90 degrees. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Let's see. Where's my Allen key? That one. That's the one. Okay. Oh, man. Taking that apart really hurt my hand. Look, guys. We're even further than when we started. Isn't that amazing? I get to this without taking these off? Yes, I can. Look at that. Let me just take this off so I can actually rotate the whole thing a little bit. Now I can get this out with no issue. Okay. Okay, now, what is the correct orientation for all this bullshit? Let's have a look. So, here's the back. They have it so that these are oriented like this. See? That's how they have it on the thing. Let's get to it then. Bring it down just a tiny bit. Go. This. There. Yeah, that's looking right. It's looking good. All right, then looks like I'm gonna have to detach these again. Let's do these first. Why do I feel like that shouldn't have been that easy? Oh, those are locked in. Shit. Hold on a second. Wait, how do... Oh, right. I have to do both of them. Fuck. Come on. There we go. Look at that. I can see it now. Okay, now put these back on. Well, we just took them off. It don't matter. Yeah, that's good. Okay, I do have to undo that. So that screw is preventing it from going back. There we go. Okay. Ba-bam. I said ba-bam like Claude Van Damme. I don't know why I said that. All right, that ain't going anywhere. Cool. Nice and tight. So now, this is back on up here. Just like that. There we go. This goes on right here. It's there, boom. Look at that. It's like it was like that to begin with, you know? Don't question what it was beforehand. It was right the first time. Absolutely. I didn't completely undo all of this just to redo it again. No! Who do you take me for? A liar! I keep having to readjust this because the cable is right here for it, and for whatever reason, it's not very tight. So whenever I accidentally bump this, the whole camera just decides, I'm going to go the other way. See? I'm barely touching it. But it's decided to tell me to go fuck off. Okay. That's on there. Gucci. Now to get the boards back on, and to get these plastic things back on. These, oh, 1 second. These here for now. Pick up the one I dropped. Really fucked up one. Ugh. Geez, that's really fucked up. Oh yeah, look, that fits. Okay. Doesn't fit there, but it'll fit right there. Okay. Put these back on. This is how much we have left. I've already used a decent amount on the previous ones. So what I'm going to do this time around, considering how strong those went on the first time, this time, I'm just going to put it in patches, so save on length. It'll also make it a lot easier to redo this entire thing if I ever have to again. Which I doubt I will, but you know, it's just the idea of having to redo all this shit again. It's not a fun idea. Luckily, these wire conduits are not actually under tension, so I can absolutely just leave them a little bit under supported because they'll just work just fine. There's literally no problem to it. Why am I being conservative with the use of this? Well, obviously I just made a mistake. And I had to undo a lot more than what I normally would do for a mistake like that. So I want to be safe. Just in case I fuck up again, somehow, I want to make sure I have enough of this left over, because I'm also sure this is meant to be used for the LED strips. If I run out, I can't use it for the LED strips. So, you know, what then? A little problematic. I love how on the second attempt of me doing this, it looks longer. Not this. This. I was really hoping to have this printer running by the end of the day, but I guess that's not happening tonight. Because look at me, I just spent the first 2 hours undoing everything I've done. I call that no progress. There we go. Okay. So we've successfully used less adhesive to do these over. Now we're going to get them actually mounted on here. Here, maybe you'll move less if you actually face the thing. There we go. Okay. So the first one's gonna... That doesn't look right. Well, that's way too long. That's way too long. Whatever. Fix it in post. Yep. It doesn't have to look good, it just has to fucking work. Oh. There we go, right there. Move it over, there we go. Bam. Our new first proper cable channel. Look at that. I'm gonna put one there. I'll use this one. Mainly because I doubt we'll actually be putting a lot of wires through this. On the left-hand side. Ow. Running your fingers through that sucks. There we go. That's on there. It looks like crap, but it works. I have to trim that. Time for the last part. What's funny about this is that my mistake that I'm undoing and fixing right here is because I followed someone who made the same mistake. So I followed along correctly. I followed along to a mistake. I feel like there's some philosophy thing about that. I just don't really know right now. Okay. There you go. That works. So this piece is down here, facing the interior. That goes there. Okay. That's followed by the controller board. Oh, I see. The controller board has a USB port facing the PA. That makes a lot more sense. That goes right about there. So there we go. That looks bent. It's not bent, but it looks bent. And then the Raspberry Pi has its ports facing inward. Here's the top of all this. So it goes in like that. There we go. So go ahead and plug this back in. Just like that. There we go. And well, bam! Cable management done. Okay, now let's take these wonderfully twisted cables. Well, actually, no, let's undo all this because, technically speaking, we're not supposed to do any of this yet. Woo! Thank God it's not powered on. Come on. Crank that on the floor. Smack that in. Okay. So all of that has now been undone. That's okay. It's good. We'll just kind of route that to where it will be going, because I know that's either going to go in here or up there. I think it might go down here. Okay. So connecting steppers. Already did that. Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, would somebody do this now? Okay. All right. It's telling me to do this now. Or actually wire it. Okay. Whatever you say, LVO. Where are the wires? Oh, here they are. Right. Okay. Here's all of our cables. So stepper motor. Let's see here. So A and B are coming from here. We won't worry about those yet. That's going to be the stepper motors for the actual kinematics. So for now, we want to focus on the other stepper motors. So let's first figure out what cable goes to what. Okay, so that goes to either A or B. And this one also goes to either A or B. So we put those aside, and then we have these 4 cables here. Hopefully 4. It looks like 4. Should be 4. It's 4. But there. Okay, so Z0 is the front left motor. So that is going to be. So that's the back. And that's the front. Is it the light? No. Wait. Maybe I should flip this printer and actually be in the same orientation that they're taking the photos in. That sounds like a smart idea. Come on. Okay. Now we are in the same orientation. So all I have to do is actually read what it says and do what it says. It's as easy as that. This can move down. Right to there. There we go. Okay. So Z0 is right there. Ooh, how am I gonna... Oh, right, it's things right there. Never mind. I was like, how am I gonna actually access that? Being blocked with a power supply. No, it's not. Fuck, which end? That end. Okay. So that loops back. Pops in that hole there. Yeah. Right, and then what? Can't see that shit. Okay, so it loops down around here. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the next cable. I'm going to take this off. Or the clips for it. There? No? Oh, there. Okay. Oh, shit. Let it go. Sorry. Okay. I'm going to go. There's a couple more of these cable channels. I'm going to go get the last few. And by last few, I mean last one. There's only one left. But it's extremely long because you're about to cut it down. The fuck's the black stuff? It's for another thing. So I gotta cut this. Let's see where I have to cut this. Okay. I'm gonna measure this by. I feel like that it's gonna be a decent way to do this. Okay. Oops. Now, considering it's going to be about the same space between everything. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. I'm going to turn on the table saw. Before I do, of course, I'm going to put hearing protection on. Because that thing gets loud. Okay. Noise suppression enabled. Rotate you over here, because this is where I'm going. Right here. This. I'm not paralyzed, but I seem to be struck by you. Make you just standing still to paralyze, not by you. I hate using these machinery. But that's more out of a healthy cautious and caution of not wanting to get hurt. Never get too complacent with the machines that you're using. That is what leads to you getting hurt. Remember. Also remember, always wear correct hearing and visual protection when working with power tools. Power tools are dangerous, they can kick back, and they will hurt you. They do not care who you are, they do not care what you believe in, and they do not care about your religion. So whatever God you want to meet, feel free not to wear protection around this shit. Alright, I have to get under here and unplug them. Hopefully my laptop doesn't turn off because I just had to unplug it. You know, I don't use this very often, mainly because as mentioned before, it spooks me. God, I hate that noise. Alright, we're just doing a clean cut. Nothing to it. Nothing at all. Clean cuts. Oh, pick back. That's a clean cut right there. That's actually a beautiful cut. Holy shit, I did a good job with that. Let it be known, I'm actually scared of these things. And I think for a good reason. Alright, just gonna do that a couple more times. Doesn't have to be precise, it's just accurate enough. Now this is the part where I get scared. This is the part where I actually get really scared. So, I just made these 3 cuts. I only have this much left. So, I have to get my hands really close to the blade. But, you should use a piece of wood to help protect yourself from actually getting your hand close. Luckily for me, I can't actually get that close. If I use this side to do the cutting, about as close as it's going to get right there. Now, does that mean I'm going to throw caution to the wind? No. We are doing this the safe way. We're doing this the right way. So, what you do when you're in this situation, grab a scrap piece of wood. This is a piece of wood that came from underneath my parents' bed. So I'm going to use this. You use this to put pressure up against the part you're cutting, so you can actually keep your hand further away from the cut overall. And that's just safer practice. So that's what you want to do. Make sure you don't slip when you're doing this, because that would suck. Was completely off with that cut. What's that? No. I need to check that length. Do the other side, so. No. Yeah, right there. Don't touch it, don't touch it, don't touch it. Time to cut. Clean as a fiddle and covered in plastic. There we go. Remember, you can't undo that. And it's covered in plastic dust. I should have worn a face mask for that, so I don't breathe fucking airborne particles. But do as I say, not as I do. Now we got these, so now we're gonna get more adhesive and put them on. Let's see. There it is. Now for these, since they're so small, I'm just gonna use a full strip. Go. I am very low on that adhesive now. So it's actually kind of long. I'm going to take off my jacket. And I'm going to take off my earbuds because I don't need them now. Oh, God. I can actually hear again. I don't like my earbuds only because when I have them on, it is so hard to hear anything. Though I am surprised. It's actually gotten warmer in here. I see. Ooh, well, nothing good. Yeah. This stream is not sponsored by Pepsi today, nor have I ever been. Even though I would really love it. Come on, Pepsi, sponsor me. Sponsored by Beavis. Don't you love the American electrical system where you plug something in on the part way and it becomes electrified? You can absolutely stick your finger in between the two prongs and get it zapped. It's great. That didn't happen. I just want to make a note of it. Okay. Let's go ahead and get these on. Right there. I'm not paralyzed, but I seem to be struck by you. Want to make you groove, and it's just standing still. See, I would love to put on some alternative rock and stuff like that, but you know, it's frowned upon by the YouTube gods, so I can't. Even though that's my favorite genre, aside from ska punk. Ska is my favorite genre by far. But second to that would be, would absolutely be alternative and punk. Like the original shit, like the early 2000s kind of stuff. And the late 90s, that kind of shit. That's not original. I wouldn't say that's original. No, no. Let me clarify. Just like the good stuff, like Foo Fighters, stuff like that. Foo Fighters, Presidents of the United States, that kind of stuff. Love that. Best part about me doing it this way, it is actually a lot easier for me to actually get my fingers under these. So I'm very thankful for that. Okay, put this to the side. But get back to this. So we're going to route that in, flip it over. Down through here. And then through that clip there. Up. Through. And then wherever it's going up. Let's see. So Z0 gets attached to 1, 2, 3. I have Z0 in hand. Z0 is actually yellow. So this is red, the one I'm touching right here. That's going to be red. That's going to be green, purple, yellow. So this one supposedly goes right into here. Not necessarily that this is going to make that big of a difference. These motors are all technically doing the exact same thing. So they're not making that huge of a difference. But for the sake of actual pinouts and stuff, it is good to keep all of your motors exactly where they're supposed to be. Now what I'm going to do here is I am going to route it up, down, and back around here. So its cable path, get these out of the way. So its cable path goes zoop, 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 just like that. With sound effects too. So whenever I turn this on, it goes zoop, 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 zoop. Fucking weird. Anyway, okay, green one next. No, let's do purple next. Purple's up here. So purple's at the top right. Okay. Now, this one says to have it route through the top here, but this part's good enough. So we have it go down the same path here, all the way down. Put past that. On, let me through. It is getting stuck on a motherfucker. Ooh, did I just snap one off? I did. Whoopsies. There we go. Through there, into that clip there. Back up. We're going to go over, back down. I said we're going to go over, back down. I said back down. Down, motherfucker! Anyway. There. Okay, let's do that. No, we won't do that. Okay, so I just realized that the way this is going to clip in, it's going to be right here. You want to make sure that there isn't any actual tension on this. So what we will do is we'll have this loom in there because I kind of want it to be coordinated based on which stepper it is. Then we'll have it kind of loop back down there, so that's its tensioner, and voila, that looks great. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, it's two stepper motors hooked up. On to the other side. So we're going to do this one next. Nope, we're going to do this one next. Because that's the next one in sequence. And just keeping it in sequence makes things a little bit easier for my brain. Okay. I forgot, wires are conductive. To explain that joke I just made, because of course I have to explain it right off the bat. You didn't see it, but the exterior of this wire touched my touchscreen, and my touchscreen started freaking out because, for whatever reason, it appears that the outside coating of these is just slightly conductive to the point where it actually will register as an input. It's not problematic at all. Go. All right, now go ahead and plug this in. There. Come on. Work with me, damn it. Okay, there we go. So now this is coming down there. Yep. Okay. And this will have an exit here. Come back down right there. It's not as tight as I want it to be, but it's going to look good regardless, and that's the important part. Okay, now for the last one. This one goes in like this. Doink! Shimmy it, shimmy it, shimmy it there. Up it through there. Now we're going to plug it in. Yeah, right here. I know what we're using the last one for. Oh, wait, hold on. Gotta push it in from this side. To keep the symmetry going. I wish I had actual tips for people when it comes to wire management, but the reality is I don't actually do that good of a job myself. So I just don't do as I say. Or rather, don't do as I do, because if you were to see my desktop, it's fucking filthy. All right, that's been stuff with wires, huh? Okay, those steps are done. Now A and B. Oh, which ones are A? Okay. A is the rear right of the gantry, and B is rear left. So that's the fuck you. Just realize how convoluted that actually is in reality. Is there a label on these at all? No? Okay. So this is what I'm going to do. To signify that one of these is A, I'm going to put on a white zip tie. The white zip tie will tell me that the one I am working with is A. Okay, there we go. That will make my future life easier when I actually go to wire this. Actually put it into a loom. Okay, so A, this one right here, this goes here? Okay. I would have assumed it would be the first position, considering it's A. But you know what? I'm not going to question our LDO gods here. All right, now we're just going to pop that in there. And this just kind of rides up. I'm going to have it push to the side here. And that just goes right on up there. Okay. Where's the other one? Where's, oh, what? Where's the other cable? Oh. I am a fucking idiot. Me looking around. Where's the other cable? It's plugged in, dangling in front of me. Where is it? I can't find it. It's right there. Right there. The irony's not lost on me. Okay, there we go. So that works. Oh, there's little loopy-doos. Help me remember, where are those? I need them, like, right now. Where's the loopy-doos? The little yellow loopy-doos. I'm calling them loopy-doos. I know they're not called loopy-doos, but I am calling them loopy-doos. Here they are. So how did they get this? ABC. Oh, I see. Okay. That makes my life easier. Clear a little spot right there. Drop them. Okay. So it's B. A. Where's A? BA. I have no idea. Okay, BA, and then Z, 0. Now, they have it so it's like 0Z. I'm going to do it so it's Z0 because screw you. Oh, whoa, whoa. I lost 0. Where'd that go? I don't know where that went. Found it. Over here. So Z, that's not actually on all the way. Holy crap. Please don't fall off. There we go. So Z. Zero. There we go. Z0. And then Z1. Have to clip them together before I actually put them on the wire. Let me undo that. Undoing them is just going to make it a lot easier for me to actually get the wires. There we go. C1. C2. Then Z3. Extruder is likely going to go here, if I had to guess. There we go. Look at that, it's beautiful. Absolutely marvelous. Okay, connecting the inlet and PSU. Connect the AC inlet, the terminals, and the 24-volt power supply. Follow the following diagram. Okay, so I had done this completely wrong. It's good to know my error. Okay, so I had thought these little crimps had gone directly into the power supply, but no. It is these forks that go into the power supply as they are supposed to. So, I didn't realize that right off the bat, and I made a mistake from it. So let's get this clipped back in. Easier said than done with everything where it is now. Okay, there we go. Back in. So, from here, these go into these terminals here. So, I gotta get my screwdriver open. Specifically, I believe my flathead? Yes. Where did I put my flathead? Oh, there's my flathead. Okay. So I'm going to come over here now. We're going to stick this loom up through here. I'm going to plug these in first, and then I'm going to take care of the rest. No. Go back down. There we go. Really don't want you splitting on that, man. That's not a good time. Okay. I'll make sure that really gets in there. There we go. That feels safe. Now we'll go ahead and just loom that. That, yeah. Oh, that came out. Okay, good thing I tested that. That came right out. Should be able to pull on these at least a little bit and them not go anywhere. So we're good there, which are good. This terrifies me, but we're good. Now we take these wonderful other ends and we repeat the process, but on the other side. Move you. Sorry. Now that I'm actually looking at the wiring guide, this isn't that bad. This is not that bad. This is actually pretty good. I am feeling confident. Okay, there we go. That's in. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same with the blue. Now, what am I doing here? So what I am doing is, if you probably can't see it, but essentially, I have the input coming from the top right, and then I have the output on the bottom left. Now, the reason I am doing this, I'm intentionally adding essentially a jump. I don't want it going straight across. I should do it straight across. Because this is the primary power supply, and I want to make sure this actually stays connected. My thought process was, hey, if I do it, diagonally rather than just straight across, then I'll probably know when there's a problem because something will be wrong and something won't be connected. No, because then what if the problem's the fucking ground? Then I'm just risking myself. Might as well have everything actually wired properly and then let other parts break, if at all, and then deal with that then. See, when you start talking to yourself, start really thinking out loud, and these stupid ideas you have, it's like, oh yeah, let's just do this, because actually aesthetically it's going to look really nice. You get the opportunity to talk yourself out of a really stupid idea. Or talk yourself into a really stupid idea. It is a catch-22. I'm fortunate, but I'm not that stupid. Right now. Have I been that stupid? Yeah, a couple times. Like that. That just accidentally went inside the power supply. And thank God this hasn't been plugged in God knows how long, because that could have fucking killed me. Especially considering it was the ground fucking plug. I'm going to have to step away for a second because I forgot to get my multimeter. Now that I have things grounded here, I want to actually go and make sure that ground is ground. So that's actually the safe thing to do. So I'm going to go and grab my multimeter to test that ground is actually grounded. So I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Okay. I return with a multimeter. Now, funny story about multimeters. So I was part of my high school robotics team, and I had the absolute fanciest Fluke multimeter you could buy. Ever since I used that multimeter, I kind of told myself that's the multimeter I want. And I kind of refused to get any multimeter that wasn't that Fluke multimeter. So, a couple weeks ago, I had to get a multimeter because I had some issues with another printer. I was sitting there with that old thing, and I decided, like, oh man, I don't want to get anything but a Fluke. But they're expensive, especially those really nice ones. So I just found this. It is a pocket multimeter from Fluke. And has a little kickstand that comes with it, which is nice. I actually really like that. That's just nice. And also means like I could do stuff like, if it was strong enough magnet, just fucking slap it on there. It also, though, like I could put it on a belt. It's pretty good. But anyway, yeah, so I got this and I never used it for the thing I needed it for. But now I can say that I have a Fluke. I have a Fluke multimeter, and I feel a little proud of myself. But anyway, let's actually use this damn thing. Unlike its bigger brothers, it doesn't have like the clips at the top for you to test things like AC voltage. So that's a little sketchy. But it works for what I'm using it for. It doesn't have like super fancy features, but it's enough for me to test continuity. So now, let's see. So my noise suppression is blocking out that noise. But essentially, I'll point the camera at it. So, can I do? All right, there we go. So if I essentially do this, really? I mean, this because it's anodized. Yeah, must be. So it's actually not conducting through this aluminum right here because it's anodized, so it's actually technically a little insulated. I'd have to scrape it off to actually test whether or not it's grounded. So here's what we're going to do. So to test ground, I'm going to put one of these probes right into there, right into the ground terminal. Now, when I touch whatever's supposed to be grounded, I should get a beep. Now, I just went ahead and tested this. So I popped this into here, and I touched this part that the Raspberry Pi is connected to. I have connectivity, which means we're grounded, which is good. We want that. We want to make sure that our ground is grounded. So this means we're safe. Now, these are also isolated right now, because they're not actually touching this, so their ground is not connected. Once we get everything wired up, the ground should be good. But like if I touch this, and I touch this, there we go. That works. So we're going to go through here, and we're just going to touch various parts of metal. Oh, beautiful. That is grounded. So I think the inside of these aluminum pieces, I think inside of these may actually be, yeah, look at that. Okay, so they are grounded. So the entire frame of this printer is grounded. That's not grounded. That's also because that's not connected to the main circuit. Okay, so yeah, good news. Our entire printer is actually grounded. So our printer is safe. That's actually really fucking good news. If it had not been grounded, then that would have meant that I did something wrong at some point in time during the assembly process, which would have sucked. But everything is good. Everything is grounded. Everything is solid. So we are good to move forward with everything else. Knowing that everything is grounded, that means I am safe. That means if there's any stray voltage that's going through the computer, going through the printer, it is going to go through the frame and go to ground. Now, my house is equipped with ground fault interrupters, so GFIs. They are installed at the circuit breaker. So, if for whatever reason there is a ground fault, so what a ground fault means is that for whatever reason, say the positive terminal is connected straight to ground, that's going to trip the GFI and cut power before you even feel that shock. So it will save your life if for whatever reason there's a ground fault. So we're good right now. At the end of this, before we plug it in, what we will be doing is we will be touching our neutral and live, and we will be touching the ground points again to make sure we do not have a short circuit anywhere on this board. But that will come later. So let's continue assembling. So we know this is going to go into here. Let's go ahead and undo that. So yeah, once I have everything wrapped up here, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking that multimeter, I'm going to be going back through and testing continuity between locations. So like I'm going to touch a probe here, and I'm going to touch a probe here. But then I'm also going to touch a probe to here to just make sure everything is good. Because if there's any disruption in the continuity, then that's problematic. And that can be very dangerous, and we don't want that. We are doing things the right and safe way. Okay, so this is for line, which is our red cable here. Okay. Then the next one is neutral, or blue cable. Just checking the wiring guide to make sure that we're right here. Yep, neutral. Woo! Caught that! Those aren't going anywhere. Sure of it. Then we have our grounds. Now I'm going to go grab my multimeter again, because what I want to make sure, now that I have ground hooked up here, I just want to be absolutely certain that the exterior of this box is actually grounded. Now, this is grounded. I know it is, but it is just always good to double check things. Because for whatever reason, if it isn't, then that is just a bad time waiting to happen. When it comes to high voltage electricity, you don't want to fuck around. Simple as that. Simple as that. So once again, we're going to go ahead and poke this right here. Grounded, grounded. Let's see, grounded, 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 grounded. Now, if I go here, if I hear beep at all, then we have a problem. Luckily, I'm not hearing any beeps. But if I go here, let's see. No, let's do this one. I'm actually touching. That's a problem. I go here. All right, you hear noise. So we're good. There's continuity between all the points that needs continuity. I'm going to leave this over here, just in case we need it again. Okay. Now what's next? So we've completed that. I kind of skipped a step here. That's okay. Checkpoint 1. Before moving to the next step, let's check all wiring so far. Incorrect wiring. Hey, look, that's what I just did. Yeah, okay. So connecting 24-volt and build plate. Ooh, this is getting spooky. Okay, so I already went ahead and wired this one. So this comes back. Wait a second here. One, two, four, three. I think I have this backwards. 1, 2. Oh, I don't necessarily have it backwards per se, but I am going to swap things around real quick. So we're going to undo this one. Okay. I'm going to pair this one. Okay. Why do I feel like those could absolutely be tighter? Holy shit. How did those get loose? That's not good. Stay tight, damn it. Really don't want to have to be tightening those. Okay, so we're going to take this off and rotate it. It would have been fine where it is right now, but the instructions have it oriented like this. So I just want to stick to what the instructions say. It genuinely, just doing what the instructions say just makes life easier. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to take this. I'm going to loop it under, plug it into there. We're going to go ahead and tighten that down. Yep, that's correct. Go. It's nice and secure. On this cable, it's the right one, right? Yep, it is. Okay. We're going to actually undo it. That just... Got it. Oh. See if I get my hands and knees there. Okay. I'm going to do this. We're going to actually route these through here. Okay, there we go. Okay. Let's go and pop that through there. Yep, just like that. There we go. So that is relatively safe. Relatively. Okay. What? Okay. 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 So this now, I don't trust that entirely. So this, to form a circuit, comes down through here and will go right into there. That will complete a circuit. Trust LVO, trust LVO, trust LVO, I trust Jason. Okay. Yes. All right. That makes sense. So essentially what's happening here? So you got the power coming in, and it goes down into this red terminal here. Now from this red terminal, it connects to here. Now the reason it connects to here, this is actually controlled by the motherboard here. So when this turns this unit on or off, then these will actually create a circuit and it'll heat up the heat bed. The heat bed is being heated with AC electricity, which is a little scary, not gonna lie. Oh, look, I'm bleeding. But that's how it's gonna work. So what we've just done here is we took the other wire that comes from the heat bed and we've put it into neutral. So now we have a circuit created through that. My brain is like terrified because right now it's considering these connected. They're not connected though. They're not. They are disconnected. This will go into there and then we'll be fine. Sorry. Back over. We're making progress. We are making progress here. Okay. So, the next thing, let's see. What is this? Okay, so this is actually the next part. So, these are going to go in there. Yeah. So, bed output here. Let's see. We got red. Red is positive. Red is positive, everybody. Remember that. Oh, that's a flag. There we go. Are these for... Hold on a second. Do these go here? They're a little big for right there. Question is, do they fit in here? Yeah, that fits. Okay, yeah, so that's the right way to do it. So, push them down, tighten them. Okay, those ain't going anywhere. I'm going to take those up. Those aren't going to reach if I do it that way. Okay, so they just fucking go across. Alright. Red's on the bottom. Like that. Okay. Still gonna route the cable because fuck you. I can do what I want. There we go. Okay. bed thermistor. Is it right? Yeah, bed TH. So that gets routed up here. Okay, that comes down to where? Oh, I wish I could read this. Where do you say? You're saying right here. I trust you. I trust you. I don't see any text on it, but you know what? I trust you. Right into there. What's the worst that could happen? Oh, everything blowing up. Yeah, that is the worst. And that is what could happen. Go. Nice and tight. There's another cable. I believe this cable here. Okay, so as I suspected when I first looked at this, so oof. I still can't shake being nervous about what I'm doing here. I can't shake it. So this is going to connect over here into the 3 positive terminals, and then this is going to connect to one of the negatives. Simple as that. Just as simple as that. So all the reds connect positive, black is negative. Why you gotta be so negative? Don't you know I'm electric too? I'm gonna charge you anyway. Charging that girl, no matter what you say. There we go. So now this is gonna be as simple as just taking this and insert each one independently into their receptacles. There we go. Tighten down. We're going to tighten down negative first. Just gingerly. Not tight. There, just enough to hold it in. So I can go after this one next. And this one I'm going to do nice and tight. Go back to negative here. Push that down. Go. Now, because I did the ones on the side, that should be naturally just pushing those in. So just gotta tighten that. Go. That. Go. And how the fuck do these go in on the other side? Okay. So, looking at the controller here, motor minus, plus, power minus, plus, and then bed power minus, plus. I'm guessing we're likely going to be actually doing these. We're likely going to put these in a certain order later, or connect their other ends. But for now, we unscrew this. It does not matter which order of the wires we use coming off of the PSU. What matters is that we just connect positive to positive, negative to negative, etc., etc. If we screw that up, then we have a problem. Now we have to do these two positive terminals. And the last positive terminal. This one's a bit of a stretch. That's a hard stretch. There we go. Push it in. And they're down. Not a fan of how tight that got. There we go. I'm going to retighten this one. There we go. It's better. Not a fan of how close that gets to that terminal, but it's insulated. Should be fine. Should be fine. Should be fine. Okay, that's it for this page. Yep, that's it for this page. Just to check, yep. They of course have a different wiring loom, but ours is essentially the same. There's all their stuff is also further away, further north. I think we're gonna try moving everything. Just gonna try shifting everything up a bit. I don't like how close that is, so I'm shifting everything up. Should be able to do this with all the wires connected. We'll see why not. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. That feels like it's falling apart. That's not good. Alright. Don't fall apart on me, guys, please. Really, I need you to not do that. Alright. They're not going anywhere. Good. Now for line. Imagine doing this. It's fucking powered on. How terrifying that'll be. Only certified idiots would do that, though. I'm not a certified idiot. At least not yet. I'm working on it. I'm working on my certification. Go. Now we'll just take this, slide it all the way up, and clip it in. Those make me a little nervous, but let's investigate. Why you gotta be like that? Okay. Press it like that. And then clamp it down. Why is it not doing the thing? There we go. Actually, that's a lot better. I don't like how it's kind of coming apart, but I'll be all right. There we go. Put that back on. That popping up. Okay. Back on. Push that up as far as it can go. Push it in. There we go. We'll isolate it. That'll make sure nothing sparks. Now we swap back to Phillips head as we move that plastic one up. Now what I will do, I'm going to add this piece here. Just to act as more insulation. Now it said you can put it on the other side, but this is the ground, so I feel safer with that being the spacer there. Yeah, I don't want to move all this again. There we go. Oh. Okay. All right, we're quiet. So just focusing. All right, so those are good. That's all insulated. Now that's not as close to um, AC as I definitely didn't want. It's still going to get close because that whole terminal is just there. Can't avoid that. But it's a little bit less now, so that makes me a little bit happier. The risk of it chafing against them is now less entirely. Oh. See, next on the board. On 120, I am. I just gotta check that. Just in case it switches on you. Okay, connecting the toolhead breakout cables. Part 1! Oh, thank God, we're doing it actually on this side first. So, I don't actually have to run it through yet. But I need to go get those cables before we start. So let me grab the toolhead cables. Let's see here. Ethernet cable, filter, controller Raspberry Pi cable. What do they have? Toolhead cable. Here we go. Either cartridge, thermostat, so I took the Z probe, and here are all the other stoppers. Okay. So the toolhead cable, the XY end stop cable, heater cart, hot end cartridge, thermistor, and the Z probe. Now I don't need the cartridge or the thermistor because I am using E3D Revo on this. So I can put those aside and have them as spares for other computers or printers. I'm an IT guy, I keep thinking computers. So here is our, ooh, fancy. That's a cable that's going to go from this chunky boy to the actual hot end. Put that to the side for now. Now, here is our fancy thing. So this is our thermistor, and this is our heating element. Again, putting those aside because we don't need them right now. And this is the XY stop cable. Now, I guess that just goes up on its own. So I actually don't need anything from that bag. So this, however, does have what we want. At least it should. I hope it does. Okay. So let's have a look here. So the first one that is coming to mind here. This one is our hot end cable. Yep. What's up, Ron? Welcome. All right. Just putting all the electronics together. So kind of what we were doing yesterday. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to off the camera there. All right. So here is our controller board here. That is going to be going to our hot end up through there. So we need to connect this. So let's see here. So the hot end is going to plug in right here. Yeah? Wait a minute. No. Oh no, okay, so that's the hot end thermistor. That's different. Yeah, no, this thing is quite beautiful. So far I'm happy with how the wiring is going. But yeah. Okay, so actually I'm not hooking up the hot end just yet. So I'm gonna put that to the side. Okay, next wire. Okay, this is Z probe, Z probe, Z probe. Not doing that yet. Okay, so what we want is hot end thermistor and the E motor. So here's the hot end thermistor. So hot end thermistor does go right here. Just pop that in, there we go. Now we're gonna go ahead and run this up to here. Now it says hot end thermistor goes in this one right here. For a second there, I thought my 3D print was going to break. Okay, now we're just going to route that through there. Bring that down. I'm going to loom it there and flip it there. There we go. Next part is the chamber thermistor. So, you might be asking, why is there a chamber thermistor? So, this entire assembly actually can get enclosed, which is awesome. So the chamber thermistor allows us to measure the interior of the printer to make sure it actually is at the right temperature. It is actually a very, very useful feature. That is going to go right underneath that. Chamber thermistor also will let me do prints like ABS. Hey, Dad. I am live streaming. I'm live streaming. Want to come see the wiring? You're on air, by the way. Ron says hi. You can't see it. It's going good. I am getting most of the electronics done. I got the AC portion all wired up, and tested all continuity, so make sure ground is grounded, and all that jazz. Make sure you put my tools away. You're done. That's how I'm using. Of course. What were you sawing? Huh? Oh, I had to cut down some of this plastic piece. To actually fit right here. So this is, well, I stopped doing that yet. E-motor. Okay. So that plugs in here. Did I do it on the side? Nah. That's just tight. There we go. And that's going to plug into there. So I'm going to up, plug that in. I really don't like how flimsy that print is. Oof, okay, we're going to unclip that so I can get low. There we go. A little more leverage. There we go. Ooh. We will loom it through here. Bring that down. Just pull that a little tight. And then push that through there. There we go. Nice and loomed. It should fit still. Yeah, looks like it's still good. Oh yeah. Okay, so those are done. But actually, no, it is telling me to do the X, Y. Oh, so it is telling me to do these. Okay. Oh, I need cutters for that. There we go. You know what? I'm doing this now. Just because my OCD is going to kill me if I don't. So this, ladies and gentlemen, you can get this stuff off Amazon for dirt cheap. This is just a loom. I know I've been saying I'm going to loom this through here because that's wrong. So this is just a simple loom, and I'll show you actually how it goes together. So you just take the spool, pull out about as much as you need. So in this case, we're just going to pull a bit more. I don't think I have 50 feet, sadly. I'm actually running a little bit low, it seems. I'll bring it, though. Okay. Now, important part with this stuff. Make sure you have a lighter on hand. There it is. So similar to shrink wrap, Um, well, actually, not similar to shrink wrap, but with this stuff, once you cut it, the ends fray immediately. So you want to make sure you cinch them. Of course, it goes right out. So just melt them a little bit. That way, when you push it apart, the threads don't come apart and the whole thing frays. Not allowed to play with fire, huh? There we go. So now, what we do is we just let that cool off a little bit. Push that apart. Careful, this thing will become a Chinese finger trap. Looks like it started fraying just a little bit. I'm just gonna help that a little bit more. There we go. There we go. There we go. Pat that down. Splay it out again. So the technique I found with this that works the best. Sometimes there's just no way to avoid like destroying the fray at the end. It's fine. Once it like collapses, it looks a lot better. The important part is to singe the ends so that they don't start falling apart. Because as long as the majority of the threads are melted together, then it will allow for this loom to really work its magic. So, like a Chinese finger trap, we want to push against the actual wire that we're putting in until we get the cable in, just like that. Now, at this point, oh, I think we're caught, actually. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, I think we might be caught. Yeah, okay, so we got caught putting that in. The clip on the plug just caught a few threads there. Yeah, that nastied it up a bit, so we're just cut that off. Looms can be finicky, so to get it right will take a few tries. Once you actually get the wire in, though, then it's pretty straightforward. I'm running low on fuel here. There we go. Okay, let's try that again. Break up melted pieces. Chinese finger trap it. There we go. Okay. Once you get the actual head of the cable in, this is a lot easier to do when your ends aren't crimped already. But when they are, work with what you got. So, obviously, it's right here. I can't push that in. But with this kind of loom, you push all of this down until it compresses like that, and then you push that forward. Now, it's further along. And you just rinse and repeat. Pinch right here, push, lift, pull. Pinch, push, lift, pull. Rinse and repeat that, and you'll snake it along the inside of the loom. It takes a bit, and it is a little annoying to do. But once you get into a nice pattern, it actually becomes quite easy. Now, do you have to do this? No! I just like to do it because I like things to look nice. I would loom every one of these wires if I could. So to add more wires to a loom, it is actually fairly easy. You kind of do the same step here. I'll show you what I do when I need to add more wires to a loom once I actually get this through. Because I'm likely going to be doing the same. Actually, no, I will not be putting the ZY and stuff through this. But I will likely be giving them their own loom. Jesus. Yeah, we're already pretty far along with this. kind of crazy. When it comes to removing wires, um, I mean, I'll be honest, the only times I've ever removed wires from a loom like this is I just cut off the end. Because normally I loom wires I make myself. So I usually just cut off one end and just pull it through. But when I don't want to do that, it is essentially this just in reverse. But I usually only do this to wires that I consider to be far more permanent. But that's not a guarantee. So now we're coming up to the end here. Now, before I go through this, this is still frayed. So I want to take my lighter before I go through. Just singe those real quick. There we go. Now one thing you can do to just make this a little bit easier, if you stick your screwdriver through, that can help you tear up some of that. And we'll just make the process just all that much easier. It can be a pain in the ass. If you don't use a lighter to do what I just did, this is a lot easier because you're not dealing with, pushing a square peg through a round hole. But the chances of fraying are greater, and that just doesn't look good in the end. But it is up to personal preference. So, if you're okay with that, if you're okay with it looking a little frayed and possibly over time fraying more, then yeah, go ahead. Don't let it stop you. But yeah, it is definitely one of those situations where the more effort you put into it, the nicer it'll look, even if that effort is very minimal and no one will ever fucking notice. It's a pain in the butt. Yeah. Oh, my fucking hands. Thank you. I appreciate that. I have OCD, so if I don't do it right, I'm just gonna feel bad. My fingers are in pain because I've just been doing stuff like this all day. Let's push it through. Come on, there we go. We're getting through. Why does this connector have to be so large? I should have got a larger loom for this, technically. There we go. Here we go. There we go. All right. That's through. So to make it look nicer, I'll just put a zip tie right there, right at the end. Because, yeah, that's kind of frayed. Actually, I'll put this down here where it won't be seen. Because this end is much nicer. Oh, no. I let it go. Oh, no. It's just a little too short. That's what happens when you eye things. But it's okay. It's okay because there's a significant length of this cable that is underneath the printer, so it's really not going to be noticed. Actually, it is nearly the perfect length. Okay, so you want to add another wire. Essentially, what you do is you just do what we just did, but in a little bit reverse. That wire is already through, so you just pinch this down, start feeding it through, grab that wire, and then just do what we just did in reverse. And that will let you run another wire through. And the same thing for taking out just in reverse. That's it. It's pretty straightforward. Okay. So real quick, I'm going to actually take a zip tie and tie that down. I used to have black and blue zip ties. I don't know where the blue went. I love using those. Just get that right there. There we go. Beautiful. Now, normally, what you would do with the loom is you'd pinch it, pull down, and like along the length, you would add more zip ties, just to keep it that uniform look. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that right now. I may do it another time. Just not sure. Well, actually, if I do that now, it's just gonna make life a little bit easier later. I'll hold off on it. All right, so I'm not going to do it now because this is going to go into a cable chain. So a lot of this that I just did is actually not even going to be seen. All I really had to do was this end, and that would have been fine. But I'm extra. Right. Put that through. What we will do is we will zip tie it down here just to keep everything together. Oh, that's not. Here we go. No, you missed it. This morning I realized after looking at the LDO instructions, I had all of this completely wrong. So I had this all going east to west in terms of the rails. It was supposed to go north south. And I sat there like, God damn it. Can't believe I did it wrong. Essentially what happened was I was watching another guide. I was watching someone else build the LDO kit, and they made that mistake. And I didn't catch it. They caught it, and they fixed it later on, but I didn't catch it until I looked at LDO's official guide. Okay. I do not like how wibbly that is, but that is what it is. There we go. That's done. Where is you? I could loom this. It's not. I'm going to loom it. So the reason I'm going to loom this is because when you pull this apart, it's not tight together. Uh-oh. This tangled? Did I tangle this? This would have been me to tangle it. Of course, I would have tangled this. Yep, it was tangled. Got it. Yeah, so because it's all splayed out like this, I'm going to loom this. Now this will actually be a lot easier to loom. So we take a lighter, melt the end. There we go. Now just one way you can loom if you want to be lazy, just stick the end in and go until, wow, this is easy to loom. Holy crap. I'm just pushing it in from the end. And it's just going. It's just going. I'm already up to here. I've just been pushing it through here. That's because the head of this is actually extremely small. I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. Sleep all night and work all day. He's a lumberjack, he's okay. He sleeps all night and works all day. I think if I play that, I'll get content ID'd. I think Monty Python's really strict on the copyrights. Okay, so now we're at the end. So we'll just trace it back. So the head's right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually push it out a bit. So we're going to pull this back through just about that much. Tighten that up. See where it is? Got it. I don't recommend doing it that way. I really do not recommend it. Because like now you can see how frayed that is. That's problematic. Because if I go to push on that, all of it wants to come completely undone. It wants to unravel. And that's actually what it started doing there. So I'm going to be very careful in pushing this back through. Okay. So I'm going to cut this again. Now the cable is actually down further here. So yeah, it's right here. So I'm going to cut this again. And there we go. Now it won't fray and fall apart. That's a good demonstration of why you want to burn the end, because otherwise it's going to fray, it's going to start falling apart, and that's just not going to be fun. There we go. Nope. That swallowed it. Don't do that. There we go. All right. So for now, because I don't think we're going to actually loom another cable on this, I'm going to go ahead and zip tie down the one end. If I do want to loom another cable through this, then I'll just undo the zip ties and I'll move on with it. My favorite part about cable looms like this is that it gives you that the look of one second. Sorry, I had a question come to me. Um, it gives you that look of like weaved cable, and I love it. That's not staying where I kind of want it to, but that's okay. So I'll actually just leave that part zip tied. All right, where does this go? Right there. I do not like how loose this is. Are my newer ones that loose, or are they tighter? Oh, didn't do that. They just scratched my tablet. Hopefully not. Let's see. Are my new clips that loose? Oh, that's actually fucking tight. That's loose. Decisions. That's really tight. Okay. I'm going to do a live swap of this board here, because the new clip I made is far tighter than the current one, and I just would feel way more at ease knowing that the sturdier clip is in place. What was that? Oh shit, that came all the way through. Oopsies. There we go. So, in review here, let's see the difference between these clips. So, I printed both of these on my belt printer out of PETG. So let's see if we can see the difference. So the one on the top is the old one here. Yeah, not sure how well that's gonna show up. This is the old one. This is just a little, it's a little loose. I'm not a fan of how loose that is. And like if, oh yeah, that just fell apart. The layer lines were not actually adhered very well. This one, I'm applying about the same amount of force I just did, and it is far stronger together. There we go. That shows me that there's actually good layer adhesion, the way that broke. So that did not fray and like fray apart like the other one did. That actually broke like plastic. So that tells me that this is actually one solid piece. So, thankfully, this is from the same batch. So this is just as strong. So that tells me that this is going to be way stronger. All right, so now with that attached, I actually want to see just how loosey-goosey that ends up being, if at all. Ooh, wow, that is a lot tighter. Okay, I'm happy. Yeah, it still moves a bit, but it is way tighter than before. So I'm actually very trustworthy of that. There we go. We got the new one in. Just like that. Glad I printed a bunch of those. I printed 6 just to be safe. I didn't think I would actually need 6, and I didn't. I didn't need 6 at all. Just need 1. Or 2, if you want to count the one I just broke for demonstration. Okay. Get this back. Plug that in. Oh wow, that is, I can immediately tell a big difference. Like I actually can plug that in without really having to worry about it moving. All right, there we go. On to the next part. Connecting the toolhead breakout cables. I think I already, nope, I didn't do this yet. Okay, so now, hot end. Hot end, hot end, hot end. That is our red cable here. So that is going to go here. Where is our, there it is. There's a screwdriver. Where is our flathead? That is in my pocket. There we go. My hand is cramping like a mother. Okay. So let's route that up and over. There we go. Now this says it gets plugged in where? Oh, it goes there. There we go. Yes, that's the only one with male ports. There we go. I'll wrap that up. And over like that. There we go. Okay. Z probe. Let's do Y stop because I got that in my hand. So Y stop is the blue cable. So I'll go right here. And that plugs into there. Oh, shoot. I'll do these so I can actually reach the port. Right there. Yeah. We got HEF, hot end fan. That's the pink one. So let's see here. So that goes right underneath X end stop. So that goes right above U. Okay. Right there. And the hot end fan is going to plug into right here. Yep. Right there. Go. I got X stop. So X end stop is orange. That goes right above the one I just did. So right here. And that is orange. So orange goes right to here. There we go. Next one, park fan. Let's see, park fan goes to the right of hot end fan, so right here. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. And that goes here. There any more? Yep. Here's another one. Z probe. Z probe is this one up there. Z probe goes all the way down to the bottom left. Right there. Yeah. Z probe. Any other wires? No. All right. Use a multimeter and check that 24 volt and ground, 5 volt and ground are not shorted. It's a very important thing to do. Okay, so 24 volt. Oop, my bad. So we did this earlier, but we're just going to double check. So here is our 24 volt negative. Now we're going to go ahead and touch any part of our printer that is connected to ground. So we're going to tap here, then nothing, 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 nothing. Now, that's also good that there's nothing when I'm touching any of the AC side. That's good. So we're going to do the same thing for the positive side. Nothing, 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 nothing. Good. Now, if I swap it, I should be able to get a signal there. Cool. Now, it also says for me to check the 5 volt. So I'm going to check the 5 volt ground here real quick. So we're not grounded at all. That's kind of scary, but we should be fine for the most part. I'm just going to touch here, make sure nothing else triggers. Good, we're good, we're good. Okay, I think we're good. Okay. Connect the remaining items to the following table. Compartment fan, LED strip, filter exhaust, and nozzle. Okay. Where's that? This. Oh, look, Ethernet cable. Useful. PCB fan. PCB fan. Looks like it doesn't necessarily care about its polarity, so it just kind of pops right into here. Come on. Come on. Bing. Okay. And that just kind of goes. I will kind of just weave it between these for now. There, just hold it in place. Okay. Where are you? LED strip. That is going to connect 2. So we bring it in, comes down, down. That's going to skip 1 and go here. Just comes out. Go. Z stop. Wait, what? I already put Z stop on. Oh, this is wired differently. Why is it wired differently? Well, that's concerning. It doesn't tell me to do this yet. So I'm going to wait. This is what? Fan filter. Okay, fan filter, it's green. It's going to go... Oh, hold on a second. This is actually a little too high up. It's going to go down here. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Okay, fan filter. PCB fan, I just did that. Right? Yeah, just did that. So, actually, LED strip is now too low. LED strip's going to go there. Sorry, you're getting an identity crisis. I apologize for that. All right. Filter fan is there. That kind of comes up and around. I have one for nozzle probe, but I don't have one for nozzle probe. This says Z stop. What? Hold on. Why didn't you just dim yourself? Let's see. Okay, so I got one that says nozzle probe. Look at this. Oh, that's thermistor. That's not probe. Okay. But look at this. Oh, that's Y stop. I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay. Nozzle rube. I'll find out. This. To archive. Haven't got to that point yet. Oh. Yeah, haven't gotten there yet. Hey, Tablet, can you stop turning off on me? Oh, you're really low battery. That's why. Where's my charger? I'm not plugged in. It says nozzle probe, but I don't see a nozzle probe wire. Oh wait, is that because I wired it? Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. That's a Z probe. So this is a Z probe. Not Z stop. Go back a few steps here. Z probe. It does specifically say Z probe. Wait, ABL. Hold up. ABL. What? What? Confused. I am confused. Okay, so let's just move here. Oh, okay, hold up. No, that's right. So that's okay. That's fine. I just have the wires reversed. Which is a little annoying. I'm leaving it. That's too much to redo to get the air quotes right one. Okay, so that's normal. Now, this is Z stop. This doesn't say Z probe. That's what's tripping me up. This is Z stop. I don't have a Z end stop, so plunk it in there. I'm guessing Z end stop or probe, whatever the fuck they call it. It's gonna go up. This is my guess. So I'm gonna route this up through here, up, down, behind that, and through that tiny little hole. Just like that. Now I'm going to the other side. There is a Z probe nozzle. I'm going to take a gander and say that this just fits right into there. Now so I see that the wires are actually on the outside there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my wonderful handy multimeter here. I am going to see what the current configuration of it is. Okay, so what that is essentially going to do when I connect this wire, what's essentially going to happen is my printer is going to assume that the Z probe is being touched at all times. That's okay. I just have to make sure to tell it the opposite. I have to make sure to tell it that it triggers when there is no signal versus triggering when there is a signal. That's a pretty easy thing to do because it's just like an if statement. So it's if true, then you just swap it to not true. Okay, so okay, so I see how they're doing this. So they're using USB-C port for power. Then they're using this one for data. So this goes like that. I would have preferred a right angle. Not like how close that is. Go. That will just kind of loop around in itself there. That out for a second. Make sure it doesn't bend anywhere. This will be 2.0. So let's shift that to 2.0 port. I'll leave just enough slack on there so that I can actually remove the board if I ever need to do maintenance on this, for whatever reason. Problem. Just isn't exactly enough room here. So I'm going to pop this off. Take that out. So I should get this in. That's good enough. Yeah. That'll work. That's gonna be sitting above the cap that goes there, but that'll be fine. I should still be able to fit the cover over this. So let's see. Oh, so this is for different pies. Okay. This is for different pies. This is for ones that actually have screw down terminals for power. In theirs they have a right angle. Why don't I get a right angle? Okay. Oh, now the Ethernet jack comes into play. That's yeah, that should work. What is cool about this is that I have PoE hats. I'm gonna put a PoE hat on this, and that's gonna be able to turn this into a PoE board, which is just gonna make my day great. That will allow me to keep the Raspberry Pi powered on, despite the current status of the printer. So I could do emergency power shutdown of the printer without turning off the motherboard or the Raspberry Pi. So the Raspberry Pi will still be able to monitor things like heat, temperature, etc., without AC going through the whole system. That's just a nice layer of protection that I personally prefer. It's nice to have. That's actually kind of one of the reasons why I like clipper-based systems, because you can actually keep your sensors on when the printer's off. Because the Raspberry Pi is going to power this board here and this 5-volt system, which includes all the thermistors. Okay, I need the Ethernet port. It's over here somewhere. There we go. Add it over here somewhere. There it is. Well, now I gotta find the printed part with the Ethernet jack. Okay, so this is going to go here. So if the printer is up here, I want the clip to be on the top. Oh, it's a Cat 6 too. Look at that. Fancy. So now, wait, no, that's on the bottom. Oh, well, I guess I don't get a say in the matter. So I was hoping to have it so the clip faces up. I know that's technically upside down, but I'm just used to it being on the top. But no, it doesn't give you a choice. You have to put this clip on the bottom here and then press it in. So you don't get a choice in the matter at all. I guess the other one here is if I want to do the serial connection from here, which I like that. I like that option. All right, so I need, what is it that I need? Those were M3s. Well, I need to actually put the inserts in before I do that. Yeah. It's shit on this table. Okay. Get that going. Those are in. We're done right. Now, I need to get. Oops. I think those are these M3x8s. Considering how late it is, considering this step usually requires me to actually hammer something in. It's getting late, and I don't want to wake anybody up, as some people are probably already asleep. So, tomorrow we'll pick up with this. So, actually, you guys want to try something really dangerous? It's not really dangerous. It's just stupid to try at this point. But there's nothing stopping you from doing it. Before I go to bed, I'm going to try turning this on. So, if I did everything correctly, obviously nothing should happen. If I did everything exactly as I was supposed to, we should see some of the board light up, and that's it. We shouldn't have any movement. We shouldn't have any issues. We should just see the board light up. Now make sure that this is off. I am nervous as hell, especially considering it is just open like this. Do we have a power strip? We one with a switch. Yeah, it is. Oh, see, you are old. Ain't much better, but okay, 110 off. Okay, here we go. So that in. All right, right now the power strip is off, so nothing will happen. Okay, turn that on. You guys ready? Not gonna lie, I'm fucking scared. All right, turn it all off. Gotta record YouTube shorts here real quick. We've just finished up wiring all of the major components of the Voron 2.4, and it is time to turn it on. And I'm doing this from a few feet away, just in case. You guys ready? It's alive. It's alive. Looks like we did it without any black smoke. Alright, I'm gonna turn this off before I accidentally trip and shove my face into the fucking live terminals right there. Oh man, it's working. It's working. I've been genuinely worried that this wouldn't work or that I would wire something wrong and black smoke would just emit, but no, I did it. I did it. I'll edit and upload that in a bit. For now, I'm going to unplug this, turn that off. We are going to not touch this. That power supply has now been energized, which means that if you stick your little fingers in there, game over. So we're going to let this sit for quite a long while. Now, we do have some residual drain happening because obviously these are going to actually try and power on despite the presence of no power. So this is going to act as residual drain and just kind of drain the whole system. So we're going to leave that for another 24 hours here. But yeah, thank you everybody. That's all. We made a lot of progress and we got power. Wonderful, wonderful power. Thank you all. You all have a wonderful night. I'm going to get some sleep. Peace out.